Hey sexy souls, welcome to Weird and Woo Woo, where I'm weird, we all get a bit woo woo. Today is Wednesday when I'm recording this, which means it is coffee and tarot. As always, I've inhaled my coffee, so there's still some left. Anywho's, go ahead and grab whatever cup you want. Matcha, lemon water, a hot toddy, whatever floats your boat, okay? I'm looking around. I was kind of missing something. Anyways, so before I get started and give you my spiel, I am going to ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. So cover your ears, please, if you are sensitive. Let's put it that way. This is a handmade bell with a particular... This is what I use, and I like it because it's handmade. That's the whole point. Alrighty. That's how we do it around here. Okay. So as always with the coffee and tarot, Spirit gets to come to the table and discuss anything that it wants to. Spirit's in control. Spirit's got the reins, okay? Meaning we don't come to this reading with any kind of intentions, time frames, parameters, anything like that. No questions. Spirit just takes the wheel. So, on that note, friendly reminder, you are a sovereign being over your life. And that means you get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of the messages might apply. So, whatever you do, don't Cinderella shit to make it fit. Okay? Fantastic. All right, Spirit, where would you like to begin? Okay, they're bringing me back to, I'm getting the song Water Slide by Janelle Monáe. It's a deep stroke. I'm just saying. Okay, hold on one second. Let me, because I'm getting the extra, and they're giving me excerpts. Now I know I love that song. It's weird, which I'm weird, so I guess it's very normal. It hasn't come up before ever in a reading. So, and then they're giving me the Baby Jump In, the water is fine. So we're gonna see by Janelle. Let's just go to the lyrics. If I could, okay. I'm loving this because the level of love. I'm just surprised. I was looking for the jump in the water is fine part. But they took me immediately to go say it. And I'm like I am like excited because, okay, let me explain. So there is a lyric, okay, in this. It says, if I could diddle me right here, right now, I would do that. Looking in the mirror at me, my God, like, who's that? Like, is this who that is? I'm feeling myself, and I want to play in it. Now this, I'm getting like, feeling yourself, this is not what the song means. So, feeling myself, I want to play in it, kind of like, I want to play in this energy. I want to play in this yumminess of pure, raw, unadulterated meanness, okay? I could spend a whole day in it. Okay. Now, again, this song has other meanings. Yeah, baby dive in, the water feels fine. I'm feeling this high vibration slipping down the water slide. So now it's time for me Okay, so that's the whole part. Like a part of me is like, I might want to, like, I need to be careful and tread really careful, woo woo. So yeah, this is like, I feel like somebody hasn't been in this energy for a long time. Like, they're going years. I think that you have slipped in and out of this type of energy periodically. Like momentarily. Thank you. They said momentarily. But it was like so fleeting. And so it's been a long time. You might have even reminisced when you were like, man, I remember when I used to really own that kind of energy. Like, loved soaking in and sopping up your own vibration, right? And so I just get this nod of, I miss that, right? And I'm feeling like you're regaining this. And it's like your sacral is just like, woo, 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 kind of, you know, it's this, and because of that, there's something like it is amplifying your solar. Okay. Your enjoyment of yourself in a very just energetic way is heavily highlighted here. So with that being said, it's like, I want to play in it, I want to lay in it, I just, like, this feels so good, I want this to stay, is the way that it feels to me. They want me to use Sacred Traveler's Oracle. You all need to look that up. Water Slide by Janelle Monáe. I freaking love her. Love her. It's one of those songs, can I just say, that, you know how, like, they say, like, music can be your affirmation, your intention, your spell, your ritual, your whatever. That's one of the ones. Like, you know, just like they have those money songs and everything else like that. And that's one of those that where I would be like, the level of feeling yourself in the most high vibrational way, like, that's the shit that you want to add. There's another one, and can I just say, this is heavy on the feminine energy. It's resting in that and feeling full. But that's not gender specific. We know this. But there's another one. Sharia Wise. I might be saying that wrong, but it's this. You're a bad bitch. Even when you're not feeling it, you're a bad bitch. So anyways, look those up. Those are some that you need to add to your playlist, is what I want to say. I'm going to do like this. I try to shuffle from every which way so that my cards don't get completely bent a certain particular. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get started. Expand your horizons. You're climbing out that box. Whatever has kept you boxed in, you're out of that bitch. You're free. You're done. Boats may be significant. Boats are significant. They just said. Being near bodies of water is exceptionally important. Working with water right now. Ooh, get it, Water Slide. Like, it's all feeding into one another, right? A breakthrough is at hand. Ooh! You stand in the light of truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something has broken you out of this box, out of this limitation. I don't think you quite knew exactly what it was. Like, you couldn't put your finger on it because they were calling it like a glass ceiling, glass walls, glass floor. Like, it was there and you knew it was there. And it may have been a culmination, because the fact that they're bringing me to so many sides of it, it's like there were so many sides to what kept you held in place. And that impacted you being in that energy, okay? And loving your own vibration. Like, I feel like there's an arousal with your own vibration, right? You can feel life force just pumping through you. And it's been a while. It has. You might have felt like it was like they said chocolate milk. So like, you know how chocolate milk is a lot thicker than water. So it wasn't quite mud, but it was like things were not flowing. It was like very like sludgy in a way. So the discovery of some kind of truth, something that has been very freeing for you, or is about to be very freeing. And that is you getting the fuck out of Dodge and off of whatever path you were on and having a breakthrough, okay? You are out of the box, and there's a lot that's going to expand for you now. And it's exceptionally important to work with water at this time, okay? Water is the best, and I tell everybody, is the best conduit. It can assist and amplify and clear and cleanse all at once. Like it is the best conduit, in my opinion. My humble opinion. Oh, so okay. So we're going for New Era elements first. Okay, they keep singing. I can't believe that's they want me to give you the right name for the sis. My phone says 1144, which is 1144, and it's at 55% battery. So 114455 all might be pertinent. Let me give you the artist, sis. You Sharia one. I was right. So the way that it goes is it's sis, you a bad bitch. So that song, add it. Okay. Shit is changing for you. The energy and the events are all changing for you. Things are going in your favor, and things are getting better. There's that cup. Ace of Cups. That is some self-love there. God, it feels so good to be back in this energy. I feel like you've missed it. Like, you might even want to cry. Like, I have missed this. Because when I say it was fleeting before and momentary, like, it probably didn't last, like, more than 20 minutes at best whenever you would experience it. Everything is moving forward and expanding for you. Underneath was the World card. Competing desires and goals, and a bit of a, like, it's a lot happening at once. Okay. Now this says conflict, and it can be, right? Five of Wands can be, but usually Five of Wands is more, let me see, is that the Wands? Yeah, that's the Wands, because of the fire, yeah. Yeah. So, it's usually where it's like there's a lesson to be learned. Someone's learning, and it's like it's the struggle of maneuvering through life and having different things pull on your energy and trying to figure something out. It's not necessarily it's not quite as harmful, I would say, as the sword suit. You know, generally, like on the Rider Waite, they look at it's like The Wands, they're kind of fighting. It's like training in a way. It's preparing. It's preparation, really. Which can be it can feel a bit chaotic at times. And you can be conflicted. But I don't take it as like quite the way that it's depicted here, where it's like all out war, right? Where it's like a major conflict. And so, it just feels like you have, like, this is like so many things pulling at you once, a lot of things needing attention. And it just, again, it feels like a lot happening at once. But you're prepared, is the idea of this. You have been prepared for this. I'm loving this. Page of Cups. Four of Wands. Wow. It's like, no, there's King of Cups is the idea of having mastered your emotions, to know when a certain reaction or when an emotion is worth indulging in, to what degree you should indulge in it, to what weight you should give it. It is when you should invest and pour that into others, and when it should be strictly just for you. There's this mastery over it, right? And I think that you are coming from a place where a period of time, they said, a period of time where it controlled you. And when emotions would come up, you were like a slave to it. And there was an extreme level of defensiveness, protectiveness, like I need to play offense, they wanted me to say offense. I'm like, wait, like, are you trying to say they should play offense on this? Because it's this is like, they already said you were defensive. Offense in the sense that you would try to make things happen. Like, you would try to push certain emotions away. You would try to push and control external factors in order to protect yourself. You tried to exert control over things external to you rather than power within. Okay. And so there has been and that's with the truth. So the idea of having had a struggle, having had to kind of like learn. Remember I said it was like you went through training and you're prepared now. That's kind of what it is. And a lot of truth in regards to that has been uncovered. So this is a major milestone for you. This breakthrough is going to be a major milestone, meaning it is something where it's like you remember life before and life after, right? It's a permanent marker in the trilogy of your life. You know what I'm saying? And you're brimming with potential, possibility, and optimism here. So what let's get back to the song. Let's talk about that a little bit. They said you like yourself again. You like inhabiting your body. And I think it's not so much that you dislike, like, you may have disliked your body, I don't know. That's not what they're saying though here. They're like, it's almost like you didn't want to be inside your body because you got tired of the way that it felt dealing with everything. Like feeling like there was too much going on. Like there was a fire that was burning, because I'm getting like the sensation of like my brain feeling like it's on fire. And so you like being in your own body again. And I'll be real with you. For some of you, there may have been periods of time in the past where you really didn't want to anymore. You didn't want to inhabit that body anymore. And that's just the truth. Tell us about the breakthrough, the vast vistas, and in correlation to that song choice, like Three of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. You're about to do something that you have been concerned and uncertain about doing. There's this hesitancy and holding back, and this, again, the wrong way of self-protection. So you were like self-sabotaging, focusing on all that could go wrong, focusing on and seeing things from always like something or someone would be out to get you. Or there's just going to be another letdown. The Seven of Swords is about that positive mental preparation, that positive mental outlook that's necessary to maintain any kind of transition resembled or represented by the Six of Swords, right? It's like what the mindset in which you go into something and how you're perceiving it, the way in which you're looking at it really matters, right? And you were looking at it from a very fearful, uncertain, kind of like cast. And so the Three of Pentacles is this I'm ready to blossom. I'm ready to bloom. I'm ready to be seen and be visible. I am ready to build. I'm ready to create. And so that is what is starting. There's something here where you weren't, there were either, again, remember we had the glass box. You're not even certain what it was, right? It was see-through. It was kind of like you knew you were being held in place, but you couldn't really put your finger on what. And so this could have been a very subconscious thing. And it's kind of like, intellectually, you may be like, I don't understand. But I also want to say that they're also saying, but you did though, because there were moments you would catch yourself thinking you had negative self-thoughts, very negative self-thoughts, an internal dialogue about why would I want to do this? Because this will happen. Like you found a lot of reasons to be hesitant, to hold back, to kind of like keep yourself in place. And it was more like like seeing validity in all the things that either could go wrong or would be too much for you, especially given that you had this raging emotional turmoil, okay? And you may be coming from a phase where your emotions came through as rage, because I was getting that sensation of like the burning brain, you know, like my brain is on fire kind of feeling. And that you and the rage was something that you were enslaved to, you know what I mean? Like it controlled you rather than you controlling it. But that was just the way in which it could find its way out and it be expressed. And it's like, that's the aspect that needed to be, that you needed to wield, that you needed to be able to wield, right? Because it's the idea of that you can manipulate your own, you can wield your own emotions, right? That you don't bend to them, but they listen to you, right? As long as they are acknowledged and seen. And so there may have been a lack of wanting to see certain things. I think the rage was very much so, the anger, the fire that burned inside of you was very much acknowledged. But it was discovering what was beneath fueling that. And that was a bit of a truth that came through. But even then, even beyond the truth and discovering the truth, I think in discovering the truth of that, it gave you permission. You gave yourself permission to go ahead and start working on managing these emotions and how they were coming out, the way in which they were being expressed and how they were being felt within you. And so it's like you couldn't even get to that point until you could come to the acknowledgement and the truth of the situation, the truth of what was going on internally. And so but you have been holding back from things. And it has been a sense of self-sabotage. And I want to say again, you may have found legitimate things to anchor into that would be a reason for, or justification for this, justification for holding back. And I want to say that only fueled the emotions. Again, I think the emotions were there because something else was fueling it. This sense of being stuck, not being authentically yourself, not being able to be visible and be seen, and not being able to create and build, and not taking a step onto a new path. And it's kind of like you've had a breakthrough in regards to this. You have had a major breakthrough. And I want to say this feeling with the song, the water slide song, I'm going to go back to the way that she's feeling myself want to play in it. I could spend the whole day in it. Where did the vibration on? Well, I can't find it. I'm feeling this high vibration. Now, guys, I know what this song is about, okay? I'm not dumb. They're using it as a metaphor, but it's or as anyways, I know what I know what she's talking about. She says feeling that high vibration. I'm not stupid. But they're using it as a parallel for what's happening. And it's like, this is like it's like a reward. You know what I mean? For moving through this and this breakthrough. And it's, again, it's not happening just because, well, now you get to have this. It's not like it was withheld. It was withheld. You didn't get to experience it because of everything else that you were going through, right? So, okay. So you're now in you were holding, there was a holding back of creating something, building something, being seen and visible, initiating, embarking on something that had immense potentiality. And again, not that you didn't necessarily probably entertain it or do something, but you really weren't doing what you could have done. Okay? Because you weren't your unicorn self. I just saw the strength card. And, in this particular deck, It's not about a lion. It's the strength. It's a strength to be you, to let your unicorn, your weird, whatever that may be, show and fly. That's when you feel most, you know what I mean? See, now, this is what I want to see. King of Wands. Then motherfucker, he is the ultimate wielder of life force, creativity. Like, this is what I want to say. Like, you're sitting in and bathing in and enjoying this immense feminine energy, this sense of creation, this sense of being alive, and all the senses being online, you know what I mean? And what that feels like and how that fuels you, and all the while being very, like, he's the ultimate wielder, can I just say? Because in order to wield your life force energy and use it and direct it and amplify it and everything else like that, use it to actually create and to follow through and have something emerge, you had to have, like, addressed your emotional and mental, because this is the way that I see it. You go from the Ace of Swords to the Ace of Cups, because if there's ever a problem, you have to be able to identify it, acknowledge it first. That's the sword suit. And then, now, sometimes these can be a little bit like they meld, and so it can feel a little certain way. Like, oh, it feels like the cups. But I always see it as the swords suit first, then the cups. And then that's when you begin to master your own life force energy and the way in which you direct it and wield it, and like you understand and become the creator and know how to manage your own energy and your frequency and the way in which it reverbs out into the world and what it brings in and attracts. And it's like he's the ultimate, like, his level of focus and follow through and motivation and ability to create is just amazing, right? And so this is where you're sitting in this pool of abundance right now. Okay, y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, and this may be for somebody else. Like, somebody out there is like, oh my God, me too, and that's how I know it's for them. But I swear to you, I swear, I thought I just saw a tree walking. I know y'all seen those damn videos where, like, somebody is, like, videoing and, like, it looks like a tree, like, all the way down to the trunk is, like, somehow walking. And I swear to God, I stopped. I was like, what the fuck? I swear, that's got to be for somebody. You might have just come across that on, like, your social media or some shit, because I was like, am I going crazy? What the fuck? Even I'm not that woo. I mean, I'm woo-woo. Anywho, okay, so let's go ahead and keep going. So this is a major, major breakthrough. Sensual. When I tell you, I am, like, you should let yourself cry with this. Let yourself cry of ecstasy, of joy, of relief, of the fact that you are here now. And don't, like, allow yourself. You are in an immense state of allowance and willingness to receive. This is the reason why you get to experience this energy right now. You are not in a receiving energy. You were too protective with the 9 of Wands that showed up twice. Like, you were too, like, oh, I'm not so sure, kind of thing. And it was impacting you from receiving even your own sense of joy and, you know what I'm saying? And self-love. Like, you couldn't even feel your own love. Like, you couldn't enjoy your own energy, being in your own skin, moving through this world in your vessel, feeling all the things that you felt. Like, it wasn't possible, or it wasn't happening. Let's put it that way. It was always possible. It wasn't happening, though. And it's just like you are in an exceptional state of allowance. Things have really, really changed. You have, like, you're going to remember. They said, you're going to remember, because you've been here before. but it's been a long time. And it's like, you're going to remember how this change of perception, this change of seeing the world and moving through this world, matters. It makes the world of difference. And I think that you remembered that and you longed for it, but you couldn't grasp it. You couldn't feel it. It's like, I can't get there. There was, again, the glass box. Things are finally going to move forward for you. 8 of Pentacles. It's going to move forward. This is making true headway on your path. I'm getting your messaging is different. So the way in which you communicate is going to be different. There is an idea of more reception for downloads and things that come through. And that just means it can come through. I don't even know if you may have been to a certain extent, but there's messages that have been waiting to come to you. From Spirit, that just because of where you were, it couldn't get through. It's like the signal was lost. Some may actually receive, for some it's feedback, and others it's some kind of insight in regards to work. Tell me about that. Rapid change, very rapid change. That's the, again, I was also getting like everything all at once kind of thing. Ace of Swords, 3 of Cups, 6 of Jesus. Oh. Definite victory. Definite recognition, definite elevation is what I want to say with the 6 of Wands. 3 of Cups is, again, new circles, new people, new connections. 3 of Cups is also celebratory. It is the love of life and being able to share that with others and receive that back. Ace of Swords, though. Ace of Swords. It does feel like an utterly new path, a new way of communicating. It is more authentically living in your truth, but I feel like there's something behind that. 2 of Pentacles, a new area of focus, a change. Like whatever path you're about to embark on, you will not be experiencing the same limitation or confusion. Oh, this is Justice. Getting what you should have always had, but things had to come into balance. This Ace of Swords, this clear path is your justice. This clear path is your justice. You get to choose it because she has the sword facing up. This is your, whether you like this term or not, karmic retribution for all that you have endured and what you've come through. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. 10 of Pentacles is a sense of permanent security, a sense of blossoming. They're reminding me of the reading I did. I started this about a year and a half, 2 years ago, ish, maybe even a little longer. And the story of your summer or your spring will be somebody else's winter. So it's kind of like you'll be in the time of receiving when others are getting their karmic retribution, which is not necessarily in a positive light. So things that are people will get their comeuppance, is what I want to say, but you're going to get your true desires and wishes fulfilled, okay? True happiness, a sense of material and emotional security, and happiness, a sense of family, and there's just something long-lasting about this. And then this is your flame coming back. This is desire being reignited and in a permanent part, like the burning desire that you love to experience. It's a new type of flame. It's not the rage. This can be consuming, but in the most positive, beautiful way possible. Anything else? I just feel like this is magic happening again in life. You had to find your way again. And that's where those limitations were. You figured it out. You found the truth out of that. And now you can create whatever you want. You are free. They said you're free to create the life that you're wanting. Although this feels like things are going to be coming in. Again, a lot happening at once. Is there anything entering in soon? Let's just ask that. I said no. Okay. Anything happening soon? 10 of Cups. 6 of Cups. A return to pleasure. Success. Reciprocity. Things are about to reconcile in your life. Wrongs made right. Things balanced out. Being placed right back on the right path, breaking through into the right path, being freed. The ultimate alchemy, they just said. This Knight of Pentacles is called Wild and Fertile Lands. This would be a sense of integrity and things being created from a fertile place, from the right kind of place. Like Knight of Pentacles is always, if there's one, it's the integral energy. Like that's where everything, remember when I always talk about the tower coming down, when something is built on integrity, then it will not falter. So this is the exactly where you want something to be. Things will balance out. There's going to be a sense of permanency, permanent change. So whatever you have been through, it's the last time. I mean, you'll be through all kinds of things in life, but this thing, especially represented by the devil, like this pattern, the very last fucking time ever in this lifetime. I'm also getting something else from the Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a breakthrough, which we knew. Breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Tell me more. Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. Something new being brought in. Let's talk about like work. I'm getting both sides of like either like some type of offer, or even a development within something that you've long wanted to create. Because we had, back then, we had the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, and it was like there's some type of desire and want and passion, because sometimes Ace of Wands is like a passion project, but like it's a passion that you are exceptionally good at, perfected work. You're in, there's fertile ground now for this to pop off, for this to build, expand, and become visible. Anything about the Judgment? Ten of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. It's like the Ten of Wands, it's no longer carrying, yes, the end. It's the end, exactly what I said. You won't be in that place again. That's what that felt like, that Ten of Wands, that sense of oppression, that sense of burden, that sense of inability to do it all. And then there's this regaining of power. It talks about earthly power in this particular deck. So the Four of Pentacles is really saying there's a resurgence of power. You're getting your power back. I'm hearing that one, oh, what is that lady's name? She's on TikTok, and everybody put, I call my power back to me. From every person, place, thing. You know, and I always go like timeline, dimension, reality. Past, present, future. You know, but she has a whole different one. There is a lot with surrounding yourself with music, frequencies, water, anything to amplify what the energy that you are currently in. This, I'm loving my energy and I'm taking a bath in it. I love my vibration. I love everything about like this is yumminess. Like, yes, like now's the time to like lay it on thick is what I want to say. To one, help you maintain that, but like to amplify it, to really get it going. Okay. Anything else you want to say before we close this out? Eight of Wands. So just going to happen fucking fast. This whole situation is ending very fast. Ten of Swords is the end of a difficult situation, moving into the Ace of Swords. We already talked about that. This move from that, it feels like you are in such a good space. It's going to feel instantaneous. Like, why is it so, like, you're going to wonder, why is it so easy now and why couldn't it have happened before? But this is, they're telling you. They're telling you. This is why it didn't happen. It wasn't able to happen before. And it's like, it feels effortless. Because it is, they just said, because it is. Yep. Wheel of Fortune, closing that bitch out. Everything is moving in your favor now. It is getting, it is. Everything is changing in your life. And specifically the energy, and the way that the universe interacts with you. The way that you experience it. All of it. It's changing. This is exceptionally good news. Take the pointers between the music and the water and the everything and use it to your advantage right now. Just heed that information so that you could amplify this. and really, really enjoy this. Really, you haven't for so long. Like, just sit in it, soak it up. Enjoy the water slide. Okay? All right, I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I will see you at the next reading.